Like, he can always just TV back in the lane anyway.
Right. Yeah, and Amar, we always knew he was going to start catching back up again as these levels came out. And currently doing okay, a little bit behind, not the biggest thing in the world. The levels are probably where the bigger issues are going to reside here, but there hasn't been a huge separation as of yet from either of the cores. As Kaz moves over, instead they turn their sights onto Taiga. The slowdown's there, and with a couple quick punches and a meld strike ready, that is going to be a dead Enigma.
Yeah, you can kind of see how that death happens, because he's pressuring in there with the Malphus, and he had the demonic conversion ready, right? So he's like ready to go Eidolons, but he's waiting for that perfect moment where they can get the kill on the Dazzle, and then suddenly it's not working out, and the TA comes over, and you're just dead. So like, it kind of looks like you fed, but at the same time, you were close to a kill.
Yuragi goes down now, and Seb trying to make a turnaround happen. I mean, the early pressure that you get from this lineup, Thunder, they've got a lot of just firepower at the early goings here.
Yeah, this is Roche, and then it comes back to the Ancient stacks as well, which can be there for Pakos too. So there's this idea of how much do they want to pressure and play into the dire jungle, and how much do they want to sit back, as the rotation is coming to that top lane.
Matthew takes some damage.
Sacred as well is dead.
Some trouble. Yeah, that as soon as we talk about it, they immediately go on in to make a move to stop this. But Matthew, can he get the jump away? Oh, it's just barely not off cooldown. Couple more punches coming in.
Got that armor.
Body blocked. Able to dodge it. The Mischief needs a couple more seconds, but can't get it.
Yeah, not quite there yet, you know. It's Monkey.
Knows. The X is there, though. Mortimer's Kiss is coming out afterwards. Seb makes the move, the jump forward. They will find BZM for the finish. But can they get any more afterwards? Matthew up in the trees? It doesn't look like it. That was always going to happen.
That's a
up tier 1 tower. They might be able to find something. Yuragi caught in a bad position. Phase boots forward and will find their man. Matthew there. The torrent connection after the fact. And Yuragi tries to get away, but there will be no escape.
And Seb has now moved up to that top tower to try and increase their ability to hold it there since bottom was taken.
Cold snap. Oh, the Treants, they move. Get the deny, but they might get the bigger win here as BZM pulled back in. Can they bring him down, though? Torrent, stun, and the Mortimer's Kisses from downtown find the Invoker again. Sacred did not like when he rotated.
GPM on TA, nearly 600 right now.
At
So
18 minutes.
look how even it is on OG, though.
Well, Seb, yeah, he's going to get brought down here. But yeah, they're very much like all together in a big core group. Well, it's much more. That was rough. And in the meantime, BZM gets jumped on. The chase down Cookie not quite there, but because they're not going to go for any more. But instead, they get him with the Mortimer's Kisses. And now Taiga also taking a couple more globs of goo. Seb drop down low. And okay, these rotations is a little bit dangerous. And a move, the turn. There's going to be the X, the boat coming out on to the Timber. He catches them mid-chain. And some weird stuff happened to the Force Staff. But will they have enough to bring down Seb? It doesn't quite look like it. They have vision, though, in the trees.
He's going to give away the war, but that's, you know, and they probably knew at that point anyway with how the fight went. I'll just clear it up there from Seb, saying, yeah, 100% definitely a ward up there.
Regardless, they end up getting away. And it's one of those moments to me where I feel like we've seen it a couple of different times. It's because apparently wanting to use this Aegis here. Stun, Grave, down low. Yuragi moves in. The X afterwards going to connect. Matthew ready for the turn. So Aegis down. Do they have a second round of this? The Black Hole immediately taken away by Taiga. And now Yuragi, he's going to pop that BKB and try to run away. Matthew in some trouble, but that is going to be a dead Enigma. Everybody else backing out, Pakaz punching out Treants. And so the Aegis fight ends up just being a trade of both of the supports.
Yeah, Thunderwing can try something very sneaky.
OG, they get the first tier 1 tower, or tier 2 tower rather. Pakaz gets stunned for the moment. Alone is there, X on to BZM. And Amar moves in. Sacred in some more trouble here. He's got to go for the cookie away. And Amar able to dodge the sun. Pandamu throws out the grave. Sacred in trouble. Dazzle is dead. And Thunder, they're just trying to push that advantage too much. And OG, they're punishing this.
Here, so. And this goes back. Again, why are we at this tower anyway? Why are we fighting here again?
Right.
This is not a valuable part of the map to be at, it feels like. And I'm not sure why they're trying to force this so hard.
I mean, that is the interesting thing, right? Because obviously, Black Hole down, you feel like you can make something happen, but why there? And now they're coming back again. They're going for Yuragi. Boundless Strike to open. The Torrent afterwards. If you can make it work, it's good. Maybe afterwards, Seb's going to get brought down. They didn't need the X for the first kill, which means they set up for the second.
Well, I mean, you know, they say play around your vision, so they just do that for like 4 minutes, and eventually it does pay off with a couple more kills, but we've seen this like global mobility that OG's showing off already with the Nature's Prov. Maybe they're not ganking you that well. I mean, even now, it's like the first time BZM's like getting out on the map, right, and using this Ghost Walk here to grab this kill on the Sacred. But playing on their own side feels really strong, as you can see by how well they were able to hold that bottom tower despite how many resources Thunder Waking just kept throwing at it. And very similar reasons for a Kunkka, too, with boats, right? They're going to cut down Matthew here.
Yeah, they got him.
Give him the old whip.
BZM comes in for a couple punches. No mischief for the save. Instead, they drop the kisses again. Sacred, he's pretty good with them, but it's not. They can freely go into that. There is that trap still sitting around. And Pandamu?
Oh, that's a great target.
Runs into everybody. Hello, hello. Crave right on himself at the start. That's pretty cool. We'll get off the poison touch afterwards. Hex is there. Do they have enough to bring down one of Mars? Stunned by the black hole. A turnaround. Oh, he saves his buddy. 3 and 4, they go well together. And the turn was so good as Alone is going to just barely get out of there. But Pakaz the savior, Pakaz the hero, Pakaz the speed pastor. Is it happening? Oh my God, Thunder, the chase down. Amar, he's got to run, he's got to get out of there. It was looking good for so long, and then the turn from the TA was just unreal.
I actually can't believe that play, though, from Taiga. That was such a good black hole. Yeah, the gold graph just never getting thrown apart this whole game.
Catch sight. Can they find target? Boundless Strike there. Force staff through. They find their man, and he's going down.
Not sure. I guess
we'll just push out the other wave. Chasing.
They have a trap there. She's coming.
Toss from downtown. Find Amar. Goes for the Yule's out.
As it can be in some games.
Seb all alone down here. Sacred will spot him and look for, the stun.
They have the X chase down from Sacred.
But the rest of the team coming in afterwards. No Enigma for this fight. Kaz pops BKB already. Turns, wants to take down Amar. They're not doing as much damage as they need. Sacred throws out the Centaur. Seb is dead by virtue of that TA. And now turning onto this Timber Saw. Matthew still managing to live, and they actually push him back inside.
Excellent teamwork.
Well done by Sacred as Kaz turns, looking for the punch down, but the disarm and the turnaround with the black hole. They get a Yule's off, but it doesn't matter. They find their targets, take them all down.
Oh, you're seeing the damage issues. It's everything for the Templar Assassin. They just don't have enough. Like, they're trying to get through Amar because they're controlling the Timber and just trying and waiting and delaying for Templar to be done with Seb and finally kill that Alchemist. By the time he gets there, there's not enough damage left. They don't have the time.
He keeps finding them.
I can't believe he survived that black hole again.
Moments where you think it's going to take a second and it takes a little bit longer. The power of delaying the fight.
Yeah, and here's that fight again. So what happens here is that Pakaz knows that the BKB is going to run out, and so he feels threatened to chase Seb because he's got these constant stuns the whole time, right? And he's so low, like, I can't let him go out and come back in, because then the fight's a mess. That's what OG does all the time. So he finishes the kill on Seb, rotates back over for Amar, and you can see everyone else is just moving away from the Timber, trying to control, all to assist the TA to finally kill him, but it's physical-based damage versus the Timber Saw. They just can't get there, right? And then, yeah, Taiga. I mean, he does it again. You know, same thing as the Ancients up top earlier in the game.
Meanwhile, BZM gets hexed. They jump out. Taiga finds a target. Alone drops the boat. It comes out a little bit late, though. Matthew, Boundless Strike to try and get some separation, but Alone likely to fall here. And OG continue the pickoffs. They find the one to win the fight, and now they find the one that might let them go high ground. They don't have any buybacks on Thunder. Not a one.
They were all in at that moment, and now even throwing the kisses just to try and clear this out.
Yeah, and it doesn't even take down all the creeps.
No,
they got Creep Wave coming in mid.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Well, Pakaz shows up, turns, kills Yuragi, and now just backs away. That's a BKB usage, so no Nature's Prophet.
That's pretty good.
Dude, these players, they are just all over it right now. But Sacred, he might be in some trouble. Seb moves on in, has the stun, but there's the Grave, jumps away, disarm is out. Sacred needing to survive this, but I don't know if he has quite enough left in the tank. Does manage to do a little okey-doke joke, but they catch him, and they will kill him. Has buyback on this Snapfire if they need it. Mar turns, gets the refraction instances off, but with the Wukong's command down, and Zeb going to stun himself. Because trying to get some side blade spillover damage, but it's not there.
Yeah, see if you can hit a little bit of those side blades with that pure. Try and cut through some of this.
Did a good amount of damage there onto BZM afterwards. But they get away with only losing a tier 3 tower.
Yeah, you can be pretty happy about that. And the biggest thing, too, is by taking down Uragi, the map control doesn't get any worse. Because it's already in a bad spot, right? Like, all the lanes were pushing into their high ground at this point. Imagine if that Nature Prophet got out. That Swift Link, man.
Dude, the Psionic Projected Aghanims is so good with this TA. It's insane. They need to get a gem or something.
It reminds me of well, it's not a support in this game, that's true, because he's being supported. I feel like it's kind of a 4-in-1 situation, as you can see by the fact he's almost doubling the net worth of his mid laner at this point, as they're going to project their way in again.
Moves in, finds a target, jumps, looking for the kill. Will they get it? Yes.
Global this.
Another snipe. And who's the real one now? Silence, Amar, but manages to get out.
Oh, is Seb even going to survive too?
Yeah,
the
looks
Pine
like
Cone, the War Pine Raiders blocking the Kunkka. From
King.
He's so close.
Oh my goodness. And that is gem on the ground. Thunder. I don't know how they're doing this. It's like
with the Monkey King too, like they synergize so well. And of course, a Kunkka who is building towards this utility more so. And that was a hero.
Dude, all it takes is a second. Now Seb afterwards, they've got the X, can pull him back in for this if they want. Boat will connect. The disarm is there, but now they get the buyback. Everybody from Thunder needs to escape. Monkey King in some trouble. The Grave is out. Can the rest of Thunder get out of there as well? That's 2 gems. Oh no, Matthew, what have you done? They leave them both in the base.
Pakaz as well. The instances are too much though.
Yeah, they got to be careful here. A good stun on the 2 to try and get away.
That was pretty good. Taiga's way in the back, right? He wants to be the next level of initiation.
TP out of there. Not going to happen. They find Panda. They got greedy. They went too far in the buybacks. And a Torrent from up on the high ground. Alone. Moves on in. Has BKB ready to go. Pops it now right at the start. Pakaz back in. Looks for Taiga. They catch him though with the black hole. Do they have enough follow-up? The BKB was out, so he's taking no damage. Pakaz does not die in that black hole. Double buybacks. Dazzle and Sacred moving into position. Pakaz, the instances, trying to keep him alive. Dodging away. Hoping to escape. Can Sacred get there in time? They get the Grave. But is it going to be enough?
Can they eat him up?
Spider legs running.
Send him away.
Throw him away. Get on back to the base. They somehow managed to save Pakaz. Somehow, some way, they keep him alive. Sacred might pay for this one, but Monkey King, he's getting brought on down by BZM. Sacred in some trouble. Hopes to get out of there, but it won't happen. I don't know if it's going to matter. With 3 dead, this could be, I mean, this should... And Taiga might just take a shot here if they need to.
They send Matthew way in the back. They shot him back there. Then he tried to jump to a tree to get to the back lines.
And it's not going to work. Matthew goes down, and he doesn't have buyback.
That was a risky play. They felt like they had to find something crazy, and crazy it was.
Still chasing. Hex is there. Force Staff keeping him back. Taiga ready to go. Jumps in. He black holes them all. How do you find that? The refresher afterwards. Come on back for round 2 as Papa Taiga caught them all. They are gone. They do have buyback right now on this TA, but I don't know if that's going to matter as his whole team is gone. Into the fountain they go. OG, the story remains the same across 2 majors as they are going to take down Thunder Awaken in Game 1.
Oh, Thunder Awaken, this one hurts. There's no doubt about that. Excellent draft coming to the laning stage. They got that good pressure they wanted, but it wasn't quite that fast pace, that crispness that you need if you want to win with this draft. And a lot of that coming back to, I think, like just, again, Matt